Imagine standing in the middle of a frozen, silent forest. The air is so cold it hurts to breathe. Suddenly, you feel a pair of eyes on you. You turn around, and there, 50 yards away, is a wolf. It isn't growling, it isn't moving, it's just staring. You lock eyes for 10 seconds before it disappears into the trees. Now imagine 10 years pass. You return to that same forest. You have aged, your face has changed, and you are wearing different clothes. But that same wolf, now an old leader of a pack, looks at you and instantly knows exactly who you are. This isn't a fairy tale. This is the terrifyingly accurate social software of the wolf's brain. Today, on Apex Psychology, we are decoding the mystery of why a wolf never forgets a face and the high-level science of pack loyalty. To understand the wolf, you have to understand that they live in a world of constant visual politics. While many animals rely almost entirely on their sense of smell, wolves have evolved to be visual masters. For a wolf, a face is not just a collection of features. It is a passport. It tells them who is a friend, who is a rival, and who is a dangerous outsider. Science has recently discovered that wolves possess a highly developed region in their brain similar to the human fusiform face area. This is a specialized neural network dedicated to recognizing and remembering faces. While a dog looks at a human for guidance, a wolf looks at a human or another wolf to gather data. In the wild, the cost of forgetting a face is death. Wolves live in complex family units called packs. Within these packs, there is a strict hierarchy. Every member has a job, from the alphas who lead the hunt to the omegas who maintain the peace. To keep this system working, every wolf must recognize every other wolf instantly, even from a distance. If an alpha fails to recognize a returning brother and treats him like an intruder, the pack collapses. If a younger wolf forgets the face of a rival from a neighboring territory, they might walk straight into an ambush. Because of this, the wolf's brain has evolved to prioritize facial recognition as a primary survival tool. But the most incredible part of this science is how long these memories last. Research conducted in the last few years has shown that wolves can recognize the faces of their packmates even after being separated for over a decade. This level of long-term social memory is almost unheard of in the animal kingdom, outside of humans and elephants. When a wolf looks at its mother or its sibling, the brain releases a flood of oxytocin, the same love hormone that humans feel. This chemical bond is what creates the legendary loyalty of the pack. They don't just stay together because they have to. They stay together because they remember who you are to them. Now, let's look at how this works when wolves interact with humans. There are dozens of documented stories of researchers who spent months with a pack and then left for years. When they returned, the wolves didn't just react to their scent, they reacted to their faces. They showed signs of recognition and even greeting behaviors before they were ever close enough to smell the person. This suggests that the wolf's brain creates a permanent visual file for every high-stakes encounter they have. If you show kindness to a wolf, your face is filed under ally. If you show aggression, you are filed under threat. And in the mind of a wolf, those files are never deleted. But why did wolves develop this, while other predators did not? Take the tiger, for example. A tiger is a solitary hunter. It doesn't need to remember faces because it doesn't have a social circle. To a tiger, almost everything is either prey or a competitor. But a wolf is a social engineer. Its entire life is based on cooperation. To hunt a massive elk or a bison, a wolf needs to know exactly which of its brothers is brave enough to take the lead and which one is fast enough to cut off the escape. They coordinate their movements based on subtle facial expressions and eye contact. A simple squint of the eyes or a baring of the teeth is a complex command that every pack member understands. This silent language is only possible because they know the face behind the expression. This leads us to the theory of mind in wolves. This is the scientific idea that an animal can understand that others have their own thoughts and intentions. By recognizing faces and remembering past behaviors, wolves can actually predict what another wolf, or even a human, is going to do next. If a wolf remembers that a specific rival is prone to retreating, they will push harder in a fight. If they remember that a specific human is a provider of food, they will approach with submissive body language. They are playing a high-stakes game of chess, and the faces of their opponents are their most important pieces of information. There is also an evolutionary link here to our own best friends, dogs. Dogs are the descendants descendants of wolves that chose to live near humans. But in the process of domestication, something changed. Dogs became hypersocial with humans, but they actually lost some of the intense facial recognition depth that their wolf ancestors possessed. A dog might love everyone it meets, but a wolf is selective. A wolf's loyalty is a closed circle. To earn a place in that circle, you must be recognized. This is why you can't just befriend a wild wolf. To them, you are a stranger until your face is written into their memory. So, the next time you see a photo of a wolf staring intensely into the camera, don't just see a predator. See a highly intelligent observer that is currently scanning every detail of a face, looking for a reason to trust or a reason to fight. They are the masters of the tundra, not just because of their teeth and claws, but because of their incredible ability to remember. They understand that power is found in the pack, and the pack is built on the foundation of never forgetting a face. The loyalty of the wolf is not a myth. It is a biological certainty written in the neurons of their brain. It is a reminder that in the wild, the most powerful weapon is not strength, but the bonds we form and the faces we keep in our hearts. In a world that is constantly changing, the wolf remains a symbol of a memory that never fades and a loyalty that never breaks. If you found this exploration into the social software of the wolf fascinating, make sure to hit that like button. It helps us continue to bring the deep secrets of the animal mind to light. In our next episode of Apex Psychology, we are going to dive into the alien intelligence of the octopus and how they think with 9 different brains. You won't believe how they process the world around them. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the minds of the world's greatest predators. Have you ever had an experience where an animal seemed to remember you after a long time? Tell us your story in the comments below. We love hearing about the bonds between humans and the natural world. Thank you for watching Apex Psychology. Keep looking deeper into the wild side of the mind.